What are you laughing at, Sam?
You? How many times have you heard that stab and yet you spoke over the stab?
I'm just trying to wake you up.
I'm awake.
Honestly, stop playing with your hair.
Did you get for dinner last night?
He's been frying some chips last night. Look at that.
I know. You.
Says, do you think I've got enough gel on? Oh, dear. Honestly, this is a breakfast show.
I'm not kidding you. On that head of yours, a fire hazard at this moment in time, man. Too much gel. Well, honestly, I can stick you to that wall there, man.
Back pages, come on.
Let's do some back pages. You boys touched on it at the top. It is one man across all the back pages. A jumping and smiling Erling Haaland, making all of the headlines. The Sun have got some pretty good stats on their back page. He bags 5 goals in just 35 minutes. 5 hat-tricks this season. It's 39 in 35 games for Pep's men. The fastest and youngest player to reach 30 goals in Europe's elite club competition. Haaland hits 5, a City state claim. That's the back of the Times this morning. And give me 5 is the headline on the back of the Mirror. They say he makes it look so easy as he goes into the Hall of Fame with an incredible goal blast for City. Ali, he's basically been breaking records, hasn't he? Every time he's scored for the last couple of months. But I think we're riding out superlatives to describe Haaland. But he, as a centre forward, he literally has absolutely every attribute, right?
I was talking about it. There's a couple of headers. Ooh. The header that comes back to him, pardon me, when you see it, he gets up and he just, the whole neck muscles.
You wouldn't want a Glasgow kiss off him, would you, Ali?
No, I'll tell you right now, you would not. And then it comes back to me, knocks it in. He's just aggressive. He follows everything in. He's quick. He's just, I mean,
he's got everything.
I mean, terrific.
We've seen domestically, Al, this City team break records. Some would say the best team we've ever seen in England in the Premier League era. Still yet to win that Champions League under Pep Guardiola.
No.
Could this be the year that it changes?
Of course it could, but
look, what needs to happen then, Al? Why haven't they won it yet?
No. Look, we touched on it yesterday, Sam, about, you know, they're getting 1-0s and they don't get a second one. They get a bit frustrated, and there's always a chance you lose a fluky goal or a penalty given against you. So that BeIN Leipzig last night will do them the world of good. But there's still good sides in there. Bayern are a very good side. Napoli are decent. You wouldn't want to go to Naples and play them. And Real Madrid, we shouldn't forget, who we'll see tonight live on talkSPORT. We'll hear tonight live on talkSPORT. So, you know what I mean? There's still top sides. But everyone in Europe will look at that game last night and go, oh dear, I don't want to draw City.
Absolutely. I mean, you look at it. The one thing you've got to say with the teams that you've mentioned now, they are all capable of beating each other. Definitely capable of beating each other, whether it's Madrid, Bayern Munich, Manchester City. These are, and you look at Chelsea as well. You know, on their day they won it. They beat Manchester City in a final, didn't they? So I still think it's very open. I understand City being favourites. But I said to Steve, I'm not sure I'd be backing them at the favouritism that they're showing.
Oh no, it's open. There's no doubt.
I think it's very open.
Listen, I've just blown out PSG. All right, there's no Neymar, but they're still a very good side.
Yeah, but Bayern sorted them out. I mean, Bayern.
First half, second half, PSG were good.
Yeah, but Bayern are a different level. I mean, I'll tell you right now, nobody's talking about Bayern really at this moment in time. Nobody's talking about Bayern Munich. They've been absolutely fantastic. Madrid's performance at Anfield was superb.
Yeah.
And I'll stand by it. That tournament that they won last year and the way they won it might be their greatest ever tournament, Real Madrid.
What else we got, Sam?
I want to talk to you about the World Cup. There's a story by Martin Lipton in The Sun this morning. He says the 2026 World Cup will officially be the longest ever, with a staggering 104 games. FIFA has ditched plans for 16 groups of 3 teams in the expanded 48-nation tournament, which will now last 38 days. What they're going to do, there's going to be
38 days.
38 days,
which will now last 39 days. So what they're going to do, boys?
39, we're 39. You just jumped a day, man.
Well, give it another 5 minutes.
The tournament starts with 111.
39 days. There will be 12 groups of 4 boys, with the top 2 in each group and the 8 best third-place teams going through.
Come on.
A nation will need to play 8 games to lift the trophy, and with more teams making it through the groups, it will mean 32 knockout matches and a total of 104 games. That's an increase of 40 matches. 48 teams, boys.
Nonsense.
What do you reckon? It's nonsense. What's wrong with the World Cup as we know it, Ali?
Correct. The big question is, who have Scotland got in the qualifier?
Oh, you want to know?
Can you sort us out a qualifier?
Let me go and look that up for you. But Al, come on, look, talk to me. The World Cup.
Look, I'm sick of changes.
Yeah.
I wish they'd just leave it the way it is. Honestly, I am sick of changes. This handball rule, as well as Ali said.
Oh man,
I've stopped talking about it now because I just don't know what's a handball and what isn't now.
And we were arguing on the phone or WhatsApp group with my mates last night, and that decision absolutely.
Well, that must have been early. I thought you fell asleep.
I did at half time. We're talking about the penalty decision. I said, and one of my mates come on and says, yeah, but VAR's still good. It's waste time. I just not having it all. I'm not having it. I mean, that decision. And then I noticed the boys in the commentary at half time, just before I fell asleep, they were saying, and they're keen to point out that the referee's making the decision because of the law and the rule. Well, I don't care. It's wrong. Anybody that's played that game knows that that's not a penalty. They know it's not a penalty.
Well, I want to go back to the Chelsea game against Dortmund.
The same.
I don't want to upset Chelsea fans, but for me, I'm looking saying, if you're, and then they miss it and get it retaken. Yeah, I'm like, hold on a minute. Honestly, the rules are bonkers.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.